So now for part two. So we're going to finally look at the 1996 Olympic Games. And if you don't know what the Olympics are, that is when different people come from around the world to compete in different sporting events. And countless and hundreds of thousands of people come to watch. So remember we talked about Maynard Jackson and Andrew Young being instrumental in bringing the Olympics to Atlanta. This is what the Olympics looked like in Atlanta that year. And the Olympics are known for their rings. So this is the ring of the Olympics. So, of course, when the Olympics came to Atlanta, it not only boosted Atlanta's economy, but the state of Georgia as a whole. And when the Olympics came to Atlanta, we actually welcomed about 197 different countries, and so many people came from around the world to watch the games. So, of course, before the Olympics came, and once Atlanta got approved to host the Olympics, they wanted to make Atlanta look nice and pretty. So, a lot of existing sport venues were actually rebuilt or expanded. They also renovated downtown Atlanta as a whole. So they put new sidewalks down, some trees down, lights. They put up Centennial Park. They renovated the Olympic Stadium, which you all know is Turner Field today. They also added different living quarters for Olympic athletes to stay, which are now part used by different universities downtown. So this is the Centennial Park right here, and it still stands today. These little rings are the Olympic rings that the Olympics is known for. And this is the Olympic Stadium, or we know it as Turner Field today, where some of the games were hosted. Now, when it comes to how impactful the Olympics were to Atlanta, it brought in over $5 billion to the city of Atlanta and really boosted Georgia's economy, which we still benefit from today due to the Olympics. The Olympics also helped us be seen as an international city to be. And we got a lot of tourism as a result of it. A lot of sports really grew from it, and our trade and commerce grew from it. So this is downtown Atlanta now, thanks to the Olympics. Now, when it comes to new jobs were also created due to the Olympics. The government was able to really increase taxes, which that might necessarily be a good thing for the citizens, but they put those tax dollars to good use. It really brought Georgia and made it to what it is today. Now let's think about Georgia. Speaking of tourism, so Georgia is very much known as a touristy city, and we attract over 100 million visitors each year to our state for different reasons. So because we have people coming in to Georgia for whatever reason, they're bringing their money and spending money with us. So we have generated at least $59 billion off of tourism alone. So these are some of the touristy attractions that are here in Atlanta to do, and I'm pretty sure some of y'all have been to some of them. It can probably name so many more we'll talk about after this video. One of the biggest things that also really boosted Georgia and kind of helps us out a lot economically is our Savannah port. So remember, Savannah and Brunswick are the two biggest deep water ports in our state. So a lot of the stuff that comes from overseas that we trade or get imported into Georgia comes through the Savannah port. So this is what the Savannah port looks like. Now, Georgia is kind of becoming the new Hollywood. So a lot of movies, believe it or not, actually a lot of the movies you like to watch were actually filmed in Atlanta. And because of the reason for that is the state of Georgia really offers a lot of financial incentives for different movie companies and producers to come film in Atlanta. So in 2016 alone, we generated $7 billion from the film industry. So one of the biggest film heads we all know is Tyler Perry, and his studio, which is the biggest movie studio in the country, is located here in Atlanta on Fort McPherson. And these are some of the movies that actually were filmed here in Atlanta that you may or may not knew about. So like Black Panther, Ant-Man, of course ATL, Barbershop, Ride Along 2, Hidden Figures, Spider-Man No Way Home. Just to name a few.